shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tennessee's offense is on the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Marshall will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Snagged out of the air. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The RPO, it's complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could have...
Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall quick to the line. They'll try the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Yoder. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the first down.
Yep, and he hung in there just long enough. I think he did a really good job hanging there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the first down.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Herd! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They're working that left side.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. You want to talk about being able to extend a play and then still fire the ball downfield like that? That is tough to stop.
Yeah, Reese, and it's so great when you have a quarterback with that type of athleticism. When you've got a guy that can make people miss and buy himself some time when things aren't perfect to give your offense a chance. He showed off his talent right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Marshall offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Ripping through the defense. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Owen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now improvising. Hauls it in. Crosses the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown ball! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Barmore. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall will be forced to punt.